I was recording. Okay. Hello, my name is Noel. Oh shoot, I'm not gonna record them. Upload this one. No names, no names. Whoever my name is, that people trying to figure out my name, whatever. But calling, I'm trying to let people benefit from whatever I have to offer regarding talent. I have the ability to interpret dreams pretty accurately, and also have a very high sensitivity to the spirit. So I know things, way before they even come up. And I guess I don't want to just, not put out anything where I feel like, there's some revelations here that need to be put out. Now, and this is my first, it's not actually probably my favorite video. I'm going to upload some of the video that I did. Some of them are not really nice to look at, but that's the reality. Not everything is, life is not hunky-dory. Some very, life is just rough. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with what you have to deal with. Anyway, so in this current video, I'm trying to talk about where we are in the spirit right now. The Lord is really raising up the game, raising up the level of Christianity. If you're gonna be a Christian, you're gonna serve God. You're gonna have to serve Him at a higher level. It's not gonna be able. It's not gonna be possible any longer to be, go to church, once a week. Say you go to church every Sunday, you pay your tithes and, you do whatever volunteering work is about the church and that's it. No, because the need for salvation is so much greater. God, and, God through Jesus is asking us to make a greater commitment. We need to do more work. And now, before you can even be of any use in the kingdom, you have to be in love, meaning you're not going to deal with anybody in the kingdom without love and think that you're going to get anywhere. If you don't have love for anybody, then you need to turn on yourself, go to God and ask Him to teach you how to love. Because if you don't love anybody, nothing you do can be beneficial to you. Because that's what Paul explained when he said you can have any kind of gift, but if you don't have love, it benefits you nothing. Because it's impossible to ever even come in God's kingdom if you don't have basic love in your heart. Now, there are some special cases where some people actually don't even love themselves. So those people are incapable of loving anybody. And for those, the Lord's going to do some work first there before they can become useful. But those people that love themselves, take good care of themselves, are not allowed to not love anybody else. Once you know how to love because of the way you're loving yourself, immediately you become responsible for loving everybody the way you love yourself. The Lord said, love your God with everything you have, and then love your neighbor like yourself. Basically, the first priority is to love God first, and then your neighbor like yourself. Now, if you don't know how to love yourself, really, you can't really love God. It's like, it's like an oxymoron. But, the Lord is willing to work with us, crippled ones, and then trying to bring us back to a place where we actually have some kind of basic wisdom, and then He can work with that. Bottom line is, in order to be useful in the kingdom, you got to learn to love. And the kingdom is no longer going to be a place where you can have knowledge about Christ. You can benefit from all of the blessings, because being in the kingdom, basically, there are some huge blessings attached. You got health, you got guaranteed kingdom, you got a place, a mansion up in heaven. With your name on it, your name is in the book of life. You're going to live forever, the company of Jesus Christ. And if those things are so good and you really want to benefit from them, then it follows that you should want that for your fellow man. And if you don't want that for your fellow man, then why should Jesus give you something that is so good, that you know is so good, and that you're refusing to give access to somebody else? See, that's the funny thing. You have to want that also for anybody that you care about, really. Now, of course, we live in the evil day, so yes, even people that you think you love, people that you love, would easily turn on you because one reason or another, it's hard to explain. But you gotta be willing to sacrifice and understand that yes, at some point I may even be crucified over this misunderstanding or whatnot. That's the first thing. Now, the second and most important thing, that was just a basic. Now, most important thing that I'm here to talk about today, this is the topic of my video, is about where we are in the spirit. Okay, where are we in the spirit? We're so far gone that right now, unless you really have any love and can be useful in the kingdom, the Lord won't even look at you. That's some basic thing that we're supposed to do and be fluent in. Somebody does you any wrong, you're not supposed to hold any grudge. Just love them in spite of anything that they've done to you, period. You just got to walk through the requirement of living God. We're supposed to love each other, period. If you don't even do that very basic level, you're not going to make it. Simple as that. Now, where are we in the spirit? The Lord is getting ready to come get us. Well, he's interceded again, and because his intercessions are listened to by the Lord, Creator, God, the Father, Jehovah, Jireh, our Father, the one that created all, he granted Jesus another period of time. I'm not sure how long it is. I heard 3 years, probably we are already in 1 year gone already. But in that period of time, things are going to be accelerated, of course. But more importantly, we got 3 years. We got 3 years. And those 3 years not going to be wasted. We got to put our heart to work. The first thing, which is really hard work, is to believe to him. Believe in him as a real person, as a real king that really loves you and that really cares about everything that you care about. And that really want to use you as a vessel to reach out to those that are blind, those that are unreachable to him, because they don't know him. You know him. So use that knowledge of him and expose those that you care and love to that knowledge. And yes, it's going to be some rough times coming up. And those rough times are going to be mostly, it's going to be rough times because the enemy is going to be very, very strong, bold, and he's got mandate to destroy creation, basically, the seventh of the living God. And this, our blood will have to be spilled. And this is the concept that we'll have to get familiar with. And it's the concept of Jesus, because, he said, take up your cross and follow me. What he was really saying is that just like I'm going to be crucified, you also will be crucified. And those that really want to follow, take up the cross and follow him, will be crucified. That is to fully be expected. To be ultimately